modern heroes also. So we have to remember to bring them up to what's going on today. But right now, we're going to hear from Winnie.
Good morning. I'm going to talk about Limar Bowie. Limar Bowie is my name is Winifred Hilton. Everybody calls me Winnie. I'm going to be speaking about Limar Bowie. She was born February 1st, 1972. She's a Liberian peace activist responsible for leading women against a nonviolent peace movement. The company name is the Women of Liberia Mass Action for Peace, that helped to bring an end to the Second Liberian Civil War in 2003. She was awarded the 2011 Nobel Peace Prize and for her role in bringing to the nonviolent struggle for the safety of women and for women's right to full participation in peace-building work. She was also helpful in bringing the first woman to lead out in Liberia, and the person's name is Helen Johnson Sirleaf. She was became the president of that country. Bowie used religious and spiritual strategies to rally women to end the Liberian Civil War. And she brought Muslims and Christians together so that they could work together, which is really surprising. But the tactics that she used was religious and traditional songs to help create a bonding community with her women. Throughout her memoir, she wrote books about Mighty Be Our Power, How Sisterhood, Prayer, and Sex Change a Nation at War, a memoir. One can perceive the influence of her religious beliefs or on initiatives for restoring peace in Liberia. After the Second Civil War broke out in 1999, increasing the already existing problem of raping, and systematic brutality in Liberia, Bowie felt the need for an inner religious call for action. In response to this second wave of deadly conflict, Bowie formed an inter-religious peace-building coalition of Christian and Muslim women, which led to the uproar of the Liberian Mass Action for Peace movement. With her involvement in these powerful settings, Bowie gained a great amount of leadership skills in which she combined with her religious background. That's just a little bit about her.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Winnie. I'm going to say this quickly, too. We all know that we should be proud, too. Our people have gone through a lot, but look how strong they are. And we think about who did we lean on in order to get where we are today. I have a friend, and she's white. She is a dear friend of mine. But she said, I don't think I could have gone through the things that your people went through and still be smiling and carrying on. I said, God gave us the strength. And I really think he blessed us as a race, really blessed us as a race. So now we're going to hear a song that hopefully it won't be but a minute or two that has to do with how we had to lean on God for all that we have. I have a few of these. It's called A Proud History. I took pictures out of certain books and put it here. Most of this year, the seniors got one last year if they still have it. If not, if any of you are interested in having one, see me. I have a few of these. I don't have a lot, but I have a few of them. Thank you again for listening. Stacy, we're ready. Yeah. goes back. Where is Stacy? Well, I won't worry about it. I don't know where Stacy is.
Good morning and happy Sabbath, everyone. Good morning and happy Sabbath, everyone. We're going to be starting in just a second. Good morning and happy Sabbath, everyone. We are taking the opportunity this morning to talk about the wonderful things that have happened with the Daniel fast. This is typically after the Daniel fast for the last 9 years. We have been using the last Sabbath after the Daniel fast has ended to give our praise and testimonies. So I want to just talk about some of the things that we have done. So we had an official end on Thursday, and we've been doing life together. One of the things that we've been doing is 40 days of corporate prayer and study. With that came a deeper knowledge of God and His Word, and we became more familiar with what we are required to do because we read the book Ministry of Healing. I admonish everyone to read that book. We may have an opportunity to read it again, but in the meantime, you can go on Audible, you can go on YouTube and listen to it. Very, very powerful information. And with that came a closer walk with God. I want to give this opportunity now to give you an opportunity to find out what happened during that time of prayer and testimony, because we have a few live testimonies here right now. I'm going to give the mic right now to Tamika Houston, and we are going to talk about the various things that have happened as a result. Amen.
All right. Good morning, happy Sabbath, everyone. Again, my name is Tamika Houston. I'm also a member of the Health Ministries team, and I'm very appreciative of the 40-day fast. As Karen previously mentioned, we did this in order to exemplify the pastor's theme of doing life together. So every day we got online, 6 a.m. to 6:30. We came, we shared our struggles, our victories, our ups and our downs. We, got different perspectives, and we really got to strengthen the bond as a church, and we were able to just grow closer in the Lord, and I really appreciated the opportunity to participate this year.
Amen. That was beautiful. Wow, y'all are so far back. Good morning and happy Sabbath, everyone. I also participated on the program. 40 days. It seemed daunting at first to think that on day 1, you're thinking about day 40. Okay, when is this going to end? But at the same time, what I learned from it was to be consistent. Consistent in reading, consistent in showing up, consistent in learning and understanding, because like Tamika said, we gained so many different perspectives. People who don't normally speak, spoke. People who normally don't participate, they were there. And we were able to learn so much. Sister White has written really, really wonderful counsel for us to follow in this day and age, though she wrote it years ago. And it blessed me so very much to learn about how families are supposed to, you know, live together, work together, walk together, and how we gain knowledge of God and how he works within our lives. And then for that to help us as we go out and we minister to others, because we're not doing this for ourselves. We're not doing this by ourselves. And this is something that I learned and I gained from being online for 40 days, which was an absolute blessing. And I can't wait for us to continue on. Thanks.
I was also on the line. I didn't go every morning, but I was a part of that. During the fast for me, God gave me the strength and he gave me the tenacity to deal with difficult people. He also had me to pray for them without holding bitterness or revenge in my heart. And I'm grateful to God for that. And I also lost 21 pounds. And I'm going to continue on fasting because I'm doing it for 50 days.
Okay, yeah. I participated and I'm very, very happy. You know, I've been doing it since this Sister Brown started this, probably like how many years? So, and I've been doing it. The first time I did it, everybody in my work say, "What are you doing?" I lost weight. And since then, I said, I will not change. And I always look forward for January because I know we are going to do it. And so this year, even when I went to my doctor, said, "Oh, you need to, you gain more weight, you lose it." I said, "Okay, yeah, a program is coming, which I'm going to do." So I was looking forward. So that really helped me a lot. And I lost another 15 pounds. Yes, and like she said, yesterday when we came online, she said she's going to do 50 days. And I'm going to do another 50 days again. And spiritually too, I read the book, and I know if you know God, you will know that you don't have anything to fear. And the story of David and Goliath always encouraged me and inspired me. And what really made the difference when David got to the battle was because he knew God. And because he knew God, when he confronted Goliath, Goliath said, "This little boy, what are you doing?" But he said, "I came in the name of the Lord of God of Israel." And if you don't know God, what are you? So that is it. And the chapter I read was the knowledge of God. So if you know God, you have nothing to fear. And that is one of the things that I really, and I wish we continue this, because I met a lot of people, they said they woke up around 4 a.m., they are praying. I said, "Really?" So when this program started this year, really, 6 a.m., I said, yes. And I've been doing it. So I'm very glad that I participated. And I wish you more that we continue again. Thank you very much.
We have actually one more minute for a testimony. Does anybody would like to give a testimony about what the Daniel fast did for them this year? Anybody else? Okay. Hold on. We got to get the mic to you. No, you can't. Need to be able to hear you online.
For me, it really helped my memory, because I know I had to be on there once I started, I had to continue. And then I called my sisters in Georgia, and they got on the line, and 10 minutes of 6 every morning, their phone was ringing off. And when I got on, and I enjoyed everybody that was on it. And was such a shock to me that so many people that from here was on there like Charles and spoke, and it was just eye-opening. You know, you didn't think they could hardly talk no more than speak, but it was very good, and it brought everybody seemingly close together. Yeah, close together.
Amen. Thank you so much. I do want to remind you that we are to keep moving. One of the things that we want to make sure of and understand that when we think about trials and tribulations that are coming, and they are coming, that you are not alone. We have to be on fire for God so that we are not burnt by the fire. I wanted to note one thing, that when the 3 young men came out of the fire, it was only 3 of them who came out. There were 4 in there, 3 came out. But I want you to remember that in order to stay connected, it is so important for you to be on fire so that when the next fire comes, Jesus is already there, and he will help you through the fire. I want to end right now as we go into our next session, and I want to just invite you to engage in connection with God. Even if you don't do a fast right now and you choose another time, just remember that connection with Jesus is so important. So when the fires come, and they will come, that you're ready to stay firm.